Grace, pick up the phone!
Huh? Adam, what's going on? I'm on the bus right now, so I can't talk. Can you message me?
You're on the bus? Not at home? You're out of the house right now?
Yeah, I'm on my way home from the gynecologist. It'll be arriving at F Station, the last stop, real soon.
No, you can't go to the train station! Abort! Abort! You have to get off the bus now!
Huh?
Pull the stop cord! Have the driver stop where you are now and get off as soon as possible! After that, you need to escape to your parents' house!
Huh? My parents' house? Escape? It would take me an hour to get to my parents' place from here. But in any case, it still involves going to F Station.
No, you can't get on the train!
But our baby's due this month, and I'm way too pregnant to be driving myself.
Get a taxi!
What? I don't have anywhere near enough money in my purse to afford a taxi journey that far.
Leave it to me. I'm gonna call your parents. I'll tell them to expect you, have them pay the fare, then give them back the money myself later. Please, Grace, you have to listen to me!
But Adam, you said escape. What does that mean? Why are you in such a panic? You're scaring me, babe.
My mom found our new address!
What?
I got a call from my brother. One of our loose-lipped relatives carelessly said more than she should have, and now my mom knows where we live again!
I pulled the stop cord and got off the bus early.
Good. Now you have to get a taxi! Do not get on the train, whatever you do! And don't go anywhere near the house! It's compromised now!
Got it. Hello, Grace. It's been a while. This is Adam's mother, Barbara. Huh? Barbara? That's weird. I could have sworn I blocked you. Uh-huh, so you did. I knew it. I didn't want to believe you'd do such a thing, but no matter how many messages I sent, there is no red mark and not a single reply. You've got some nerve to block your own mother-in-law. Just who do you think you are, young lady? Do you have any idea how much trouble I had to go through to change my number? I had to buy a new phone. Did you forget that me and Adam said we didn't want you in our lives anymore and broke off all contact with you? Of course I didn't. However, I never agreed to it in the first place, which is why I still fully intend to be part of your lives. I see. So I suppose that means what me and your son want is irrelevant then? I'm the one who asked the question here. Oh yes, that reminds me. I heard you're pregnant, is that true? And you're a month out now? Girl or boy? Why would we have any obligation to divulge that kind of personal information to someone we cut out of our lives and broke off all contact with? So you don't want to tell me. That can only mean one thing. It's a girl, isn't it? Excuse me? If it really is a girl, you'll be putting it up for adoption. Adoption? Not only that, you'll also be divorcing that good-for-nothing Adam and marrying my eldest son, Cedric, instead. What? Think about it. It's in your best interest to spend your life with my eldest son, Cedric. He'd give you a far better life than anything my failure of a second son, Adam, could provide you with. But good grief, young lady. Will you make sure you at least produce a boy this time? In any case, my Cedric is brilliant. So, it'll most likely be a boy if he's the dad anyway. What the hell are you talking about, Barbara? You're nuts! A baby's gender isn't exactly something you can control, is it? Besides, I'm Adam's wife. Why would I marry Cedric? I don't need to listen to the misinformed whining of a lowly bride. Know your place in this family. Anyway, I'm on the train at the moment. I'm on my way to see you as we speak. I'll be at your house before long, so the three of us are going to be reunited very soon. I'll be living with you until the birth. While I'm there, we'll be making the preparations for the divorce with Adam and your subsequent remarriage with my brilliant Cedric. This conversation went so far off the deep end, I don't even know what to say anymore. That's fine. Your input isn't required. All you have to do is obey me, your mother-in-law, your superior, and the matriarch of this family. Be a good girl for me, okay, Grace? We'll be speaking again soon. Adam, I'm in the taxi now.
Grace, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I managed to dip out of the office early, so I'm on my way to your parents' house myself now, too.
That's good news. Are you driving?
I noticed your message as I was slowing down for some traffic lights, so I pulled into a nearby convenience store car park to reply. You didn't run into my mom, did you? You didn't run into my mom, did you?
No. But I think it was a seriously close call.
Huh? How do you mean?
She sent me a bunch of messages just now.
Seriously? Didn't you have her blocked?
I did, but apparently she bought a new phone and changed her number so she could message me again.
She really will stop at nothing. What did she say?
Where do I even begin? Well, firstly, she thinks she's living with us until the baby is born. Oh yeah, and she also says I'll be divorcing you and marrying your brother instead.
What?
That's not even the last of it. She said if the baby's a girl, we have to put her up for adoption.
Oh my god, has she lost her mind? I thought having her blocked all these years might make her reflect on her behavior for a change, but if anything, she got worse. I'm so sorry for all this, Grace. To think this is all going on at such an important time, you already have enough on your plate without having this crap to deal with.
I'm fine, really. Thanks to your quick thinking, I was able to change course before running into your mother. If not for your message, God knows what kind of mess I'd be in now.
I'm just pleased it got to you in time. I really am sorry.
It's fine, honey. Thanks for looking out for me. It really means a lot. Grace, I'm not happy with you. Pretending to be out? Seriously? What grown woman behaves like this? Come to the front door and let me in now. I'm well aware this is yours and Adam's apartment. You can't run anymore and you can't hide. Hey, are you listening to me? Let me in. I'm not going anywhere until you let me in. So you may as well just be an adult about this. Come out and face the music.
Mom, long time no see.
Is that Adam?
Please tell me you're not still in front of our apartment.
What do you mean? Of course I am! I intend to wait here patiently until Grace lets me in. And believe me, I can be very patient when I need to be.
Listen, here's the thing. Grace isn't there.
Huh?
Come on, Mom. You must have been there, what, over an hour by now? Did it not occur to you that we might be out?
Don't talk such nonsense. It's only natural that your wife would wait at home to make the necessary preparations to entertain me, your mother, her superior, and the matriarch of this family. On the occasion of our reunion, no less. Not only that, but I heard she's due to give birth this month. You can't expect me to believe she's going out, gallivanting in the distant lands while 8 months pregnant. No, she's probably in there now trying not to make any noise. The coward!
No, she really isn't there. So you're wasting your time.
Good grief. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That girl needs to have more awareness of her duties as a wife if she's going to be part of the family. She needs to be retrained when she marries Cedric. We can't have him having to put up with the same slovenly behavior that you do.
Yeah, Grace told me all about these weird ideas of yours. The problem is, Cedric has no intention of marrying her.
Oh, you do say some moronic things sometimes, Adam. He normally has no interest in women, but he's always so very kind to her. I've never seen him that way with a girl before. That can only mean one thing. He likes her. It's my job as a mother to make the eldest son happy, which means the two of them have to get married. It's the only thing for it.
I guess that means my happiness is irrelevant because I'm the second son then? That's a very you thing to say, Mom. I see you haven't changed a bit. One thing you don't seem to be aware of, though, is that it was Cedric who introduced me and Grace in the first place.
Huh? It was?
She's a longtime friend of Cedric's girlfriend.
What? Cedric? Girlfriend? My Cedric had a girlfriend?
Has. They're still together. They were childhood sweethearts. They met in high school, so they've been together well over 10 years now.
Well, this is the first I've heard of it.
That's probably because he didn't tell you.
Why not? I'm his mother!
Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Cedric isn't at your house anymore. He moved out today.
He did what?
You have no idea how long he's been biding his time. waiting for the day he could finally escape from your tyrannical clutches. Which is why he's been making preparations to move out in secret, waiting for his chance to win his freedom once and for all. He saw how distracted you were by your mission to track down me and Grace, and knew he had to go for it now or never. He made his move the moment I sent him word of Grace making it out safely, and he won't be looking back. Remember how he switched to remote work a little while back? That was all to minimize the amount of ties he had to the local area so as to make Operation Escape the Mad Dictator go as smoothly as possible. And guess what? It looks like it did!
Oh my god, this can't be! Cedric's my eldest son! It's his duty to protect this family! And what about when I get old? Who's gonna look after me? Do you expect me to go into a home?
It's funny how you say, this family, as if it actually means anything anymore. You're all alone in the world because of the way you treat people, Mom. You no longer have a family. If you want to chase him, chase him. Grace and I won't be telling you where he's going, though.
Apparently, my mother-in-law left immediately after that. According to one of the neighbors, she showed up and rang the doorbell for over an hour. While taking her phone out and typing like a woman possessed in between buzzes, her expression becoming increasingly contorted all the while. But then, her expression suddenly turned to one of blank amazement while staring at the screen, after which point she immediately left in a panic. Hopefully she'd get the message and leave us alone now. But just to be on the safe side, we quickly sold the apartment and moved away. Cedric, my stepbrother, finally married his childhood sweetheart girlfriend. Later on, they got some news that his wife would be transferred overseas for work, and Cedric plans on going with her. That was the story of my mother-in-law, whose attitude towards her family was so despicable she got disowned by her own sons. With my father-in-law no longer with us, it's basically guaranteed that she'll be spending her retirement alone now. I can't deny that I do feel a little sorry for her about that, but since she still poses just as much of a threat to our family as ever, it can't be helped. Me and Adam definitely have no intention of helping her after everything she did to us.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time. Hey, Shane. Your wedding ceremony's over now, right? What time do you think you'll get home? Hello?
What the hell? You do know it's my wedding night. Could be a little more considerate.
Wow, don't be so mean.
What do you want?
Like I just asked you, your wedding's over now, right?
Well, yeah, it is.
So, what time are you gonna get home?
By home, do you mean my parents' place?
Duh, obviously.
I won't be going back to my parents' place anymore.
Huh?
Or rather, I'll go back for things like birthdays and New Year or any other time I have a particular reason to. But starting from today, I'll be living with my wife Zoe in our new house.
What?
Is it really that surprising? When two people get married, unless one moves into the other's family home, they get a new place together, right?
I guess so. You make a good point. Where do you live now, then?
I think we're about 50 minutes from my folks' place by car now. The new house is about halfway between my work and Zoe's parents' place.
Oh, that makes sense. It's because you're close to your wife's parents' house, then. I guess that makes sense. She is the daughter of a company CEO, after all, right? It never dawned on me before, but thinking about it now, I guess this was always a possibility. I see.
What?
Huh?
Is there something wrong with me moving out of my parents' place? I just got married, for Pete's sake.
Well, think about it. We always lived across the street from each other until now. The kind of distance we could always go to each other's houses when we felt like it. Now, we won't be able to meet unless we schedule beforehand.
I guess you're right. We live pretty far apart, huh? Sorry, but I gotta go. Zoe's calling me from the living room.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll message you again soon. Hey, Shane. When will you guys be going on your honeymoon?
What the? Where did that come from all of a sudden?
You already decided on a date, right?
We're planning on going 6 months from now. It's still in the preparation phase.
Wow, that's a surprisingly long time away.
We both have to plan around our work schedules.
If your wife's the daughter of a CEO, she must have a lot of money. I bet you're going abroad, right? Right?
Well, since you mention it, we are considering Mexico.
Oh, I knew it!
I plan on covering the expenses myself, though.
Oh, really? Actually, fair enough. I suppose it would be kind of rude to go freeloading off the in-laws when you've barely been married 5 minutes.
Anyway, Tanya, what exactly does any of this have to do with you?
Surely that goes without saying. I'm gonna be coming along for your honeymoon after all.
What?
Is it really that surprising?
Of course it is! What the hell are you talking about? Do you know what honeymoon means? This holiday is for me and Zoe. If you're struggling, the definition is, quote, a holiday spent together by a newly married couple. Couple! Why in God's name would we take you with us?
Huh? You mean I can't come?
Obviously!
Wow, what the hell? I just got my passport renewed for this.
You did what?
Oh, wait a sec. By any chance, is Zoe next to you right now?
Yeah, she is. Why?
Ah, I see. Say no more. I understand.
You understand what exactly?
I mean, I understand the situation. It's okay. You don't have to say anything else. See ya.
I have no idea what's going on.
Hey there, Shane. So guess where I am right now? I'm in the airport. Your mom told me what day you'd be departing. Oh, thank God she replied. But Shane, what am I going to do with you? I always knew you could be a bit of an airhead sometimes, but to think you'd forget to tell me what day we were leaving for our honeymoon. You silly Billy. You have to be more careful from now on. Okay, sweetie. I mean, it is true we were never going to be able to travel together. I guess you probably couldn't get away for long enough to send me a message, right? Oh, come to think of it, it makes sense that you didn't, so I understand. Actually, it's fine. Don't sweat it. Let's meet up after we both arrive at Mexico City Airport, okay? I'm boarding the plane soon, so I gotta switch my phone off now. Be careful not to get found out by Zoe. See you on the other side, my sweet honey pumpkin. Mwah.
What the hell? Tanya? You're in Mexico City Airport? What? Tell me this is a joke. Tanya! No way. You're not actually trying to come with us on our honeymoon, are you? My messages aren't even marked as read. Did you already switch your phone off? This isn't good, Tanya!
Shane, sweetie pie, I just landed at Mexico City Airport. Woohoo! I'm in Mexico. This is my first time ever going abroad. When can you meet me, Shane? Don't worry, I understand if she's watching you. I'm having a coffee in a cafe at the airport right now. Let me know as soon as you can, okay? My precious sugar dumpling.
Tanya! Where the heck are you?
Shane, baby, I already told you I'm waiting for you in Mexico City Airport.
Holy mother of God. You actually went and did it. For real, you actually got on a plane and flew to Mexico, didn't you?
Well, duh. Anyway, where are you, Boo Boo Bear? When do you think you'll be able to give her the slip and meet me?
Meet you? That's obviously not gonna be happening.
What? Oh, no way. Did Zoe find out about us?
Find out about us? What is there to find out? I showed Zoe all the messages you've been sending me. She knows everything and has done so this whole time.
What?
You started bombarding me with even more messages than before as soon as me and her got married. So out of consideration for her, I showed her everything. She's my wife, and I didn't want her to worry.
Huh? Wait a second. You showed her? What have you done? Does this mean she already knows about our relationship?
Our relationship? You're just a childhood friend who grew up in the same neighborhood as me. What exactly is there for her to know about?
Huh? Wait, but But we might have started out as childhood friends, but our relationship blossomed into a flourishing romance and we became lovers and soulmates.
What?
We started dating 2 years ago when you came home after all that time away, when I confessed my eternal love for you.
No. Come on, Tanya, that confession. You know I rejected you, don't you?
What?
I told you I was already dating someone.
Yeah, you did, but you meant me, right?
What the heck? That doesn't even make sense. No!
Huh?
I was dating Alice, my old coworker at the time. I didn't explain the situation in explicit detail because you didn't know her. But she was the reason I ended up going to a university so far away from home. I didn't want me and her to lose contact, so I picked the same one as her. We broke up eventually. Then after that, I finally met Zoe. Anyway, the crucial point here is that me and you have never dated, Tanya. I don't understand what could have possibly given you the idea we ever did.
No. This can't be.
You probably won't think of it as proof of my non-interest, but do you remember how after you confessed to me, I didn't message you a single time? In spite of that, you messaged me constantly, like a woman possessed. I was actually impressed at the mental strength it must have taken to continue messaging someone who turned you down like that. Totally undaunted. I wouldn't have imagined in a million years you were in the grips of a misunderstanding of such epic proportions.
What is this? This can't be happening.
Besides, how do you rationalize me marrying Zoe if me and you were dating? If we really were lovers and soulmates, do you think I'd make a grade A scumbag move of cheating on you? And not only that, but marrying her too? Surely that would make me the most despicable guy on the planet. Not once, not even for a second, have I ever had any intention of doing something so dishonest.
Well, isn't it obvious? Zoe's the daughter of a CEO, right? Which means you're set to become CEO one day. And if you did, you'd be in a situation to provide for and look after me forever. I thought you married into riches for my sake, so me and you could be happy without ever having to worry about money again.
You thought what? Lord, give me strength. I didn't marry Zoe because she's the daughter of a CEO, you know.
Really?
Anyway, what makes you think I'm gonna be the CEO one day in the first place?
Huh? Well, because Zoe's the CEO's daughter, of course.
Zoe's little brother's gonna be taking over her dad's company.
What?
I found out she was the daughter of a CEO after we started dating. That's not what drew me to her. And to be honest, I wouldn't care if she wasn't. Plus, the company I work for has no relation to her dad's company whatsoever.
What?
Besides, Zoe's motto is, "A penny saved is a penny earned." She's the most down-to-earth, frugal person I know. It's true she was raised in an affluent household, but in spite of that, her parents made a point of not spoiling her excessively while bringing her up. Being fully aware of that, I have no intention of freeloading off of her parents. I have no interest in their money, and of course, Zoe feels the same.
I can't believe it. I was so sure. I was convinced the only reason you were dating her was because she was the daughter of a CEO.
You jumped to so many illogical conclusions. Anyway, this kind of begs the question, doesn't it? It would appear my childhood friend of over 20 years thinks of me as nothing more than a cold, calculating, scheming con man. To be honest, that's probably the most shocking thing about all this.
No,
To return to the subject, you're at Mexico City Airport now, right? Basically, you flew to Mexico.
Yes, I am. Listen, Shane, please. I understand everything you told me about Zoe. But at the very least, will you please come and meet me?
Impossible.
Why?
It's physically impossible. Me and Zoe are in Arizona right now.
What? But you said you were going on honeymoon to Mexico.
There was a change of plan.
A change of plan?
Neither of us were able to take enough time out of our work schedules to make the honeymoon as long as we wanted. We thought it'd be a little selfish for us to leave the state while our companies needed us so badly. In the end, we decided to do a tour of the Grand Canyon instead. We're staying at a hotel on the outskirts right now.
What? You've got to be kidding me. What am I supposed to do now? I don't even have a hotel booked for tonight. And what am I going to do with all these bags of rose petals I was going to sprinkle on our bed?
What? You went abroad and you didn't even book a hotel? Rose petals?
I thought you would have booked one for us already.
Oh wow, you really are something else.
They might speak English in Mexico, but it's still really difficult for me to get on by my own here. I don't know what to do or where to go.
Maybe so, but what do you expect me to do? You know I clearly refused your offer of coming along with me and my wife on our honeymoon, so you shouldn't really be there in the first place, should you? I hate to say it, but you only have yourself to blame.
Oh.
Hey, Zoe just called my mom.
Huh? She did?
Apparently the date for what you thought was the day of our departure for the honeymoon in Mexico was actually the time we departed for the Grand Canyon.
No way.
My mom said she's gonna call your mom and explain the situation.
No, wait. Don't do that, please.
Why not? Zoe's trying to help you out here.
But I told my mom I was going on holiday with a friend.
This isn't the time to be worrying about something like that.
But
Zoe thinks you should try calling the American Embassy in Mexico and explaining the ridiculous mess you got yourself into. There's a chance they might be able to help you.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but that's the only advice that we can give you. We're praying for your safe return to the States. Good luck. I heard that even after more shenanigans, Tanya did somehow or other manage to make it back to America at the end. However, after reaching her emotional and psychological limit, she ended up going off with some sleazy pickup artist guy who approached her at the airport. Apparently, they went for a few drinks at a nearby bar and had a one-night stand at a hotel. After returning home to America, the two of them continued dating on a long-distance basis. She fell head over heels for him, and after 6 months, flew over to his country. Unfortunately for her, after realizing the address the guy gave her for the place the two of them were supposed to be staying at was fake, once again, she went home in tears. Tanya's parents, who had finally reached their wits' end with their daughter's behavior, officially banned her from traveling within or outside of America. She quit her job, and I heard that now she's a full-blown NEET who does nothing but sit at home playing romance games and complaining about her disillusionment with love.
thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Rachel, I need to speak to you about something.
Hey, Wilfred, what's up? You're on the way to work right now, right? Did you forget something?
No, I quit my job.
What?
I handed in my notice a little while back.
What? What the hell are you talking about? You still have a sleep? Why would you make such an important decision without telling me?
Because if I told you I was thinking of quitting my job, you would have probably been opposed to it, right?
Duh, obviously.
And you would have asked me the reason I wanted to quit, wouldn't you?
Of course I would have.
Right? That's why I quit without telling you.
There are so many things wrong with this, I don't even know where to begin. Well, why did you quit then?
Well, about that. You see, what happened is... I found true love.
Excuse me?
My new partner's the daughter of the CEO of a certain company. She made me a coffee when I met her for the first time when I became sales manager for the project with that new client. That became the spark that grew into the burning fire of passion that is our love. When I asked about her family, she told me she was an only child. That means her father expects her to marry someone who will become CEO of his company one day.
So what? You're divorcing so you can marry the daughter of a CEO? Doesn't that just make you a gold digger?
No, it wasn't like that. It just so happened that the woman I fell in love with has a CEO for a dad. I didn't even find out until a while after. I love her, and she loves me. Our love is the essence of purity itself. I hope you can somehow understand and be happy for the two of us and give us your blessing.
I seriously don't even know where to start. You have a son, for crying out loud! What about Peter? Where does he stand in all of this? You should know better than to do something like this as a fully grown man with a 17-year-old son.
I accept this isn't fair on you and Peter. But the flames of our burning passion cannot be extinguished. I should have already received my severance package, so I'm willing to send you all of it as compensation. Think of it as my way of saying sorry. I won't go after any of your assets during the divorce either.
No, it's not the money I'm upset about, Wilfred.
I left the divorce papers hidden under the pillow of the bed I've been sleeping on recently.
Divorce papers?
I'd like you to sign and hand them in today if possible. I sent you my house key in an envelope, which should be arriving over the next few days.
Would you stop moving the discussion forward without even giving me a chance to speak? Anyway, tell me who the hell the CEO's daughter woman is. Do I know her?
I don't want you causing her any problems.
What? Like I do that? We spent years of our life together. You're my husband, damn it! I think that gives me a right to at least ask questions.
That's enough for now. I'm heading over to her place. Make sure you take good care of Peter for me.
Don't you dare, Wilfred! Wait! How dare you end the discussion when you feel like it without letting me say my piece? Ugh, I barely recognize you anymore. Rachel, are you there? Huh? Anya? I haven't heard from you in ages. What's up? Will you please do something about this? This? Wilfred is your husband, right? Sorry, I don't follow. What's going on? He stood outside my house as we speak, and he won't stop shouting. What? What is he shouting? I floated down like a petal on the breeze to be with you, who shines more brightly than anyone else across the earth or the seven seas. The day has come when our love may finally blossom before all men, no longer fearing what other may think, being stopped by nothing or no one ever again. I hereby swear on our eternal love, my precious darling, my honey dove. I think I'm gonna be sick. Please help me, I'm begging you. I'm so sorry to speak about your husband in this way, but from the bottom of my heart, this is the cringiest thing I've ever seen. Besides, it's getting late and he's bothering the neighbors. He's creeping me out big time and I needed to stop. Please do something, anything! Look, you see, the thing is, Anya, me and Wilfred got a divorce. What? He divorced me out of nowhere over text message just this morning. When I realized he'd even prepared the divorce papers so they were ready to be handed in after I'd signed them, I soon understood. There was absolutely no stopping him. Our son said, I don't want anything to do with Dad who stabs my mom in the back for some other woman. I'm also pretty set on it myself after the way he treated me. So I went and handed the divorce papers in this evening. What the? So, I hope you understand, but I have to ask you this just in case. But are you and Wilfred having that kind of relationship? No, we are absolutely not! Wow, that was a fast reply. You know I got married 6 months ago, right? Yeah, that's why I was so confused. Sorry for asking you something so weird. It really was just to make 100% sure. I never actually thought you'd do something like that.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Look, the thing is, I have to make it to the airport now, and with Wilfred outside my house acting crazy like this, I'm kinda in a panic and I don't know what to do.
Huh? You're going to the airport at this time?
Our flight departs in the middle of the night. Me and my husband are going on our honeymoon. My husband's heading out directly from work, and the plan is to meet him at the station. But I don't feel safe leaving the house with him out there.
I see. Give me a minute, Anya. I'm gonna message him. I'm so sorry about all of this. Wilfred, where are you right now? I can see the red mark on my messages, so you clearly didn't block me. There's something important I want to talk to you about. It's about Anya.
What? Anya? How do you know about Anya? I won't let you do anything to her! Think very carefully about what you do next!
Nope, that's my line. Anyway, as how for I know Anya, she's the daughter of the CEO of the company I used to work at. We used to see each other nearly every day for years.
Huh? Wait, that was before we were married, right? So it must have been, what, over 18 years ago?
That's right. We've known each other since we were little kids. She thinks of me as her big sister from another mother. We get along amazingly, and she's always there for me when I needed someone to talk to. Despite not having seen each other in a while, we're still in regular contact.
Really? This is a seriously weird coincidence.
Now putting that aside, more importantly, Wilfred, where the hell are you right now? And what the hell are you doing to Anya? That poor woman.
What am I doing? What do you mean? I just proposed, that's all.
That's all? You make it sound normal. What the hell are you doing bothering her at this time of night?
Me and you are divorced now. I had to let Anya know how I truly feel about her as soon as possible, day or night, rain or shine. Me and her are soulmates, you know?
Have you ever heard the term disturbing the peace? You're causing a nuisance to the neighbors. The police will probably come if you don't cut it out soon.
Don't talk silly. Not a person alive could call my emotion-filled, dramatic declarations of undying love a nuisance. This is a thing of beauty. The neighbors are probably being moved to tears as we speak. If anything, they'll probably all be out on the streets soon, clapping and cheering in unison, breaking down in fits of emotion, giving their blessings for the birth of a new love.
God, I can just picture you loitering outside her house with a smug, self-satisfied look on your face.
Right? So does that mean you'll be giving us your blessing too, Rachel?
No, I was insulting you.
Huh?
Here's the thing. Anya is already married.
Huh?
The fact that you and her haven't even exchanged contact details should really tell you something.
No, me and Anya are soulmates!
No, that's entirely a mistaken assumption on your part. You're jumping to the wrong conclusion. Making a dangerous misunderstanding of the highest order.
What? No!
I was at Anya and her husband's wedding. Paul's a great guy who I've known for a while, and the two of them are very much in love.
No, that doesn't make sense! Anya made me a coffee and smiled at me! In that moment, I felt the love in her gaze! That kind of intensity can't be faked!
I see. So that's where your dangerous misunderstanding of the highest order sprouted from.
Wrong! I'm not misunderstood! Me and Anya are in love! There has to be some explanation. He must have forced her to marry him! Oh God, is my sweet honey flower in danger?
Oh, yeah. And then there's the issue of who's set to inherit the role of CEO at Anya's dad's company.
Aha! That's it! I'm going to be the next CEO! Of course she's going to choose me! This is the ultimate proof of mine and Anya's love!
Nope. Sorry to have to break this to you, but Anya herself is set to become CEO within the next 2 or 3 years.
Huh?
Which is why, Wilfred, you won't be getting a look-in.
Ah! No way! I quit my job already! What am I supposed to do now?
I'll tell you exactly what you're supposed to do now. You need to get the hell away from Anya's house and stop bothering her and the neighbors.
But...
Her and Paul are leaving for their honeymoon tonight.
their honeymoon?
Apparently she's too scared to leave the house because you're hanging around outside shouting at the top of your lungs, making your cringy proposal.
Cringy? She thinks I'm cringy?
Yes, she thinks you're so cringy that she practically begged me to help her.
Oh my god!
So cringy that if you keep hanging around despite not being welcome, the police are probably gonna be called. If someone hasn't called them already, that is.
Am I really cringy? This can't be. Say it isn't so!
Anya told me that peeping through a crack in the curtains, she saw my ex-husband's expression suddenly shift to one of terror as he hightailed it out of the neighborhood. I was so pleased he knew when to give up, or so I thought. Next, he showed up to what used to be his old home to see me and my son. But he's a stranger now, and I have no reason to let strangers, and creepy mentally unhinged ones at that, into my house. When I pretended I wasn't home, he began reciting romantic poetry through a letterbox, declaring his undying love for me and his desire to return to his old family life. I promptly called the cops, and before I knew it, he was being escorted home in the back of the police car. After that, word of his misdeeds reached his parents, who, fearing the risk he posed to society, forced him to go and live with them in the countryside. Last I heard, he's looking for a job right now, but between his job prospects looking dim because he's well past his prime, and the weight of the realization that he made a misunderstanding of epic proportions, as well as the accompanying hit to his self-esteem, and finally, the sense of loss brought about by realizing his true love thought he was a creepy weirdo, it's probably only a matter of time before his transformation into a full-blown NEET is complete.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.